What happens when a fighter with devastating technique and a commanding presence bursts onto the scene in professional combat?
That's the shot she was looking for.
We already know what Alex Pereira's punches do. But Aline Pereira isn't just his sister, she's a living warning. A fighter with terrifying precision that leaves her opponents speechless. Every blow of his feels like a final judgment. Every fight, a masterpiece of power and ferocity.
That's the shot she was looking for, and the referee is called a stoppage.
He doesn't live in his brother's shadow. Aline is forging her own legacy, but will she ever achieve the same success as her brother? Aline Pereira, born on October 6, 1990 in São Bernardo do Campo, Brazil, is a prominent combat sports fighter. The younger sister of Alex Pereira, she shares her family's legacy in the world of kickboxing and mixed martial arts, MMA. Aline began her career in amateur boxing, amassing an impressive record of 21 wins and only 3 losses before making the jump to professional kickboxing in 2017. In kickboxing, Aline demonstrated her skill and power, achieving notable victories and cementing herself as a force to be reckoned with. Later, she decided to venture into MMA, competing in the flyweight division of Legacy Fighting Alliance, LFA. Although her transition to MMA has not been without its challenges, Aline continues to showcase her determination and talent, following in her brother's footsteps while forging her own path in the combat world. Although she first dabbled in boxing, she didn't do very well at first, but this didn't stop her. She then decided to try kickboxing. And after a few amateur bouts, she had her first professional fight at WGP number 39 on July 22, 2017. Aline Pereira faced Ryan Vieira. From the start, Aline demonstrated a dynamic and aggressive style, combining punches to the body and head with impressive precision. In the second round, a perfectly timed left hook nearly knocked Vieira out of the ring, highlighting Aline's devastating power.
Ayani with an answer. Somehow got inside.
Although Vieira showed resilience and managed to continue, Aline completely dominated the fight with calculated combinations and improved defense.
Nice body shot from Aline. Another knee from Aline.
In the end, Aline Pereira took the victory by unanimous decision, making it clear that her transition to professional kickboxing was just the beginning of a promising career. In his next fight, where he would prove that he chose the right path, it was in WGP number 44, Aline Pereira faced Maisa Borges in a bout that made it clear why the Pereira name is synonymous with power and precision. From the first second, the fight was slow, but Pereira took control with explosive combinations. Showing remarkable progress in her technique, Aline maintained constant pressure throughout the 3 rounds.
Maisa. Flow, feeling each other out still. Aline has some good boxing skills. And quickly, Maisa is giving Aline the distance that she needs.
Her impeccable defense and calculated attacks left Borges without an answer, who could only resist the storm of blows.
She's looking tired. Oh, a good left hook by Aline, and followed by a left high kick. It was blocked by Maisa, but it almost got through. And Maisa was just a whooping.
In the end, Pereira took the victory by unanimous decision, cementing her reputation. At WGP number 45, held on May 5, 2018, Aline Pereira faced Elaine Lopes in a professional featherweight kickboxing match. From the start, Elaine Lopes displayed a solid strategy, utilizing her reach and technique to keep Aline at a distance.
She just keeps moving forward. She's coming in. She's not afraid of moving around, a little bit of a faster, more agile fighter.
However, Aline wasn't far behind, demonstrating her signature aggressive style and constantly looking to close the distance with explosive combinations.
Good. Oh, and a good combination by both fighters. Both fighters scoring with that.
Despite her efforts, Lopes managed to neutralize several of Aline's attacks with precise defensive movements and effective counterattacks.
Kick by, and there was a good knee by Aline Pereira. There goes the combination by Aline Pereira.
The fight was an intense battle from start to finish, with both fighters showing great resilience and skill.
And there goes a good, and there goes Lopez throwing a low leg kick in. There goes Lopez moving in, using her boxing skills, pushing.
In the end, Elaine Lopes took the victory by unanimous decision. Although Aline didn't get the result she desired, this fight was a valuable experience that contributed to her growth as a professional fighter. Not content with that defeat, she quickly returned to the ring. At WGP number 50, held on October 27, 2018, Aline Pereira faced Tatiana Campos. From the start, Aline Pereira displayed her characteristic aggressive and technical style, combining precise punches and devastating kicks.
Oh, and she counters with a good left hand and then a right hand. Aline, great punches, counterattack.
Her ability to maintain constant pressure and attack with variety left Tatiana Campos in a defensive position for most of the fight. Aline used explosive combinations that mixed punches to the body and head, highlighting her evolution after her first loss as a professional fighter.
And there she goes with a good left and a good right, and she is moving in.
Throughout the 3 rounds, Aline dominated the pace of the fight, showing solid defense and effective counterattacks. In the end, she took the victory by unanimous decision. After several fights, he had yet to win by knockout. But the fight at the event Super Fighters 4, held on June 8, 2019, Aline Pereira faced Nilcelia Pereira in a kickboxing match under K1 rules. Aline unleashed an explosive arsenal of punches and kicks that shook the arena from the outset. Her brutal combinations and surgical precision left Nilcelia with no options, and she was barely able to respond to Aline's relentless pace. Having knocked her down twice, each movement was a display of power and control, culminating in a devastating TKO that sealed Aline's victory in spectacular fashion. After some victories, he would join the ranks of Glory. In Glory 68, held on September 28, 2019 in Miami, Florida, Aline Pereira faced Shomani Sortahiran. This matchup was part of the Super Fight series and represented a significant challenge for Aline, facing an experienced and technical opponent. Aline, true to form, entered the ring like an unstoppable storm, throwing precise and devastating combinations that echoed through the arena.
You're going to see Pereira use really good front kicks, and that's the way she...
Tiffany Van Soos about a 2.5 to 1 favorite. How does she beat the odds? Well,
But Chamonix, a veteran with impeccable technical control, was not going down without a fight.
Something must have happened. I think it was a headbutt clash. You can see it.
Both fighters traded electrifying attacks throughout the rounds, with Aline prevailing with her trademark aggression and powerful strikes that ignited the crowd.
like Pereira trying to switch southpaw for
1-2. Some of our more dominant champions.
Pereira with the knee.
Chamonix, although strategic and experienced, had to draw on her entire arsenal to stay in the game, but it wasn't enough to stop Aline's onslaught. The swelling on Chamonix's forehead symbolized the intensity of the fight and Aline's ability to impose her strength in every exchange.
There's that crashing of distance again. Pereira's glory debut ended in a winning fashion as she lands a couple of punches. Her body. What Joe says, though, matters not when it comes.
This fight was not only a unanimous decision victory for Aline, but also a demonstration of her ability to leave a literal and figurative mark in the ring. In Glory 71, Aline Pereira made an indelible mark when she faced Crystal Lawson in a bout that defined her absolute dominance. From the first sound of the bell, Aline took control of the pace of the fight. Opening with a clean right straight to the head, followed by a precise 1-2, Lawson was immediately wobbled.
It's very impressive in her Glory debut, a unanimous decision. Without a straight right head, a one-chase half the punches I talked about. 7. That's that danger.
Sharp jabs and a lethal array of kicks to the body and leg kept Crystal in a constant defensive position.
You can see how relaxed Aline Pereira is. Knows her distance, and is going to find that right hand again.
Aline's tactical mastery was evident, moving with impeccable footwork that kept her out of reach of her opponent's counterattacks. Despite Crystal's attempts to press forward, Aline thwarted her efforts with unerring defense and head movement that exhibited superior tactical awareness. The climax came with a brutal knee from Aline, a decisive blow that prompted the referee to stop the fight alone, 59 seconds after the start, resulting in a technical knockout. It was a resounding victory that not only showcased Aline's devastating power, but also her strategic dominance in the ring, reaffirming her place as one of the most feared and powerful fighters on the Glory circuit.
Now she's got to circle, not just sit there and go right into straight punches. Oh, another knee, and that is it. The referee waves it off, and it was...
His dominion was absolute until in Glory 77, held on January 30th, 2021 in the Netherlands, Aline Pereira faced Tiffany van Soest, the reigning super bantamweight champion. From the start, Tiffany van Soest showed why she is known as Time Bomb, using her experience and impeccable technique to control the pace of the fight.
Well, Tiffany tried to set up that overhand right.
Kind of loop that right hand.
Ooh, nice entry there by Van Soest.
Aline, true to her aggressive style, attempted to impose her power with explosive combinations and attacks to the body and head. However, Tiffany demonstrated solid defense and an ability to counter Aline's attacks with surgical precision.
Her kicks off of the jab.
Pereira's done a couple of...
Throughout the 5 rounds, both fighters traded blows in an intense and strategic fight. Although Aline showed flashes of her signature power, Tiffany managed to maintain tactical control, using her movement and experience to neutralize Pereira's attacks. In the end, Tiffany van Soest retained her title via unanimous decision, reaffirming her position as one of Glory's best fighters. This fight was an invaluable experience for Aline, who demonstrated her ability to compete at the highest level and made it clear that her rise in professional kickboxing is far from over. After that defeat, in 2022, Aline decided to expand into MMA, so she prepared and trained for it with the help of her brother. Although her debut didn't go well, as she lost by unanimous decision, she redeemed herself in her second fight. In LFA 160 held on June 16, 2023 in Owensboro, Kentucky, Aline Pereira faced Chelsea Connor in a flyweight MMA bout. This matchup marked an important step in Aline's transition to the world of mixed martial arts. From the start, Aline Pereira displayed her signature power and precision, utilizing her kickboxing background to keep Chelsea Connor under constant pressure. After landing a punch that nearly knocked Chelsea down, Aline dominated the pace of the fight. Chelsea attempted to counter with her resilience and determination, but Aline's offense proved too overwhelming. Throughout the 3 rounds, Aline maintained control, excelling in her ability to adapt to the rules of MMA while neutralizing her opponent's attempts. In the end, Aline Pereira took the victory via unanimous decision, cementing her position as a promising competitor on the professional MMA circuit. When it seemed that I was on the right track in MMA, I would arrive LFA 168, held on September 22, 2023, in Prior Lake, Minnesota. Aline Pereira faced Cheyenne Bowers. From the opening bell, Bowers took the initiative, using her grappling skills to take the fight to the ground, where she managed to maintain control for much of the fight.
Sliding her knee across the body of Aline. And get up. Bowers not letting her, trying to take her back here.
Actually struggling to get back up.
Aline, known for her striking power, attempted to impose her style with precise strikes and explosive combinations, but Bowers neutralized her attacks with an effective clinch and transitions to the ground.
Looking for another takedown, working the single leg and gets it.
Throughout the 3 rounds, Bowers demonstrated her superiority on the ground game, while Aline showed resilience and determination, defending valiantly and looking for opportunities to counterattack. However, Bowers' tactical control was decisive.
Of Minnesota, All-American wrestler in action, and now speaking of action.
My goodness. Great attempts, great attempt.
Leading her to a unanimous decision victory. This fight underscored Aline's challenges in her transition to MMA, but also showcased her ability to adapt and learn in a competitive environment. After that defeat, he participated in another sport similar to MMA, in Karate Combat 50, held on October 11, 2024 in Salt Lake City, Utah. Aline Pereira made her Karate Combat debut against Dee Begley. From the start, Aline Pereira took control of the fight with her aggression and precision. Despite Dee Begley outweighing Aline by 9 pounds, she was unable to withstand the Brazilian's onslaught.
You know that Pereira's waiting to pull the trigger. And again, cross landed.
Aline landed a devastating right straight, followed by her iconic left hook, sending Begley to the ground. Wasting no time, Aline launched into additional strikes on the ground, forcing the referee to stop the fight. The fight ended at 2 minutes and 26 seconds into the first round by technical knockout, leaving the audience in ecstasy.
Audience right now. Well, like when she throws, she connects.
I think she's going to be victory.
This debut not only showcased Aline's devastating power, but also made it clear that her transition to karate combat would be as impactful as her kickboxing career. His second fight in karate combat would also be shocking. Karate Combat 52, held on January 24, 2025 in Miami, Florida, Aline Pereira faced Amanda Torres. From the start, Amanda Torres showed courage in facing a larger and more experienced opponent.
Cross.
Very quickly, but first really good bit of offense.
But Aline Pereira quickly took control. In the first round, the two exchanged blows, with Torres showing stamina and skill to stay competitive.
Well, we're into the final 10 seconds of this round.
However, in the second round, Aline unleashed her signature left hook, a perfect punch that sent Torres to the ground. Wasting no time, Aline followed up with punches on the ground, forcing the referee to stop the fight. The fight ended at 57 seconds of the second round by technical knockout, cementing Aline Pereira as an unstoppable force in karate combat.
The shot she was looking for, and the referee.
Aline Pereira doesn't just carry the Pereira name, she carries a legacy of power, precision, and determination that seems unsurpassed. From her early days in amateur boxing to her devastating presence in kickboxing, MMA, and karate combat, Aline has proven that her power must be experienced to be believed. Her striking, ferocity, and relentless pursuit of victory have made her a force of nature that could even overshadow her legendary brother, Alex Pereira. If you enjoyed learning about Aline Pereira's career or want to learn more about any of our sports stories, subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos.